Rise.
I mean, this is something that I've said, and I could probably say this as an immigrant. Yeah, I love my country and stuff like that, but there are a lot of things in Trinidad that I didn't agree with. It wasn't a great place for my career and other things. So I left that to come and be amongst the British people and, to partake and enjoy British culture. But, there's such a large community of Caribbean people out here, and especially in the area that I live, it's not too far from that. I'm just interacting with Caribbean people, right? Like, there's so few Brits that I've actually got to interact with. My friends up here have been Italians, they've been Turks, Russians, but I actually haven't had that much interaction like British people and like British culture, which is kind of a shock. And a couple of the Caribbean people actually complain. It's like, I actually left the Caribbean. I'm not saying I'm saying this, but this is like a comment that I've heard. Caribbean people left the Caribbean to get away from the small island mentality and some of the, the cultural idioms of the Caribbean to be amongst, a first world nation. But because they've imported all these Caribbean people into some of these neighborhoods, they're dealing with the same thing that they tried to leave, right? It's kind of, so it happened in the US as well. So a lot of people couldn't understand why the immigrants, the Mexicans and others would vote for Trump, because they think they're voting against, closing the border and these other things, not realizing that a lot of immigrants don't actually want to import the policies of Mexico and a lot of that culture. They actually left that
right
for American culture.
the way the US is.